Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is entertainment news on Channels Television. And just as the inaugural edition of Trace Music Award is around the corner, entertainment news on Channels Television met with the global director Sam Onyemelukwe, and we discussed the rise of contemporary music in Africa and the role it can play in the renaissance of the Black continent.
Nigerian Afrobeat stars including Burna Boy, Davido and Tiwa Savage will jostle against other top African artists at the first Trace Music Awards in Rwanda over the weekend. With the rise of Afrobeats and other African genres like Amapiano on the global space, the conversation around the rise of the African music is now on the front burner. Music business executive and the MD of Trace, the urban music channel, explains how big the African music industry is and why it is important that it is celebrated and also exploited locally.
Sometimes we're modest in Africa, right? We have a long way to go on many fronts. And the fact is we have over 1 billion population on the continent. And let's face the fact, 80%, even 90%, they're either in poverty, they have, don't have the opportunities that you and I have or the viewers have, etc. But that still leaves, 100 million people across the continent to help raise things and improve things and bring them up. And so many of us are out there doing amazing things. There's some nonsense too. But today, let's talk about the good one, right? Let's talk about the good one. And let's just get economical. Even if every person bought one song or streamed one time a month, you're talking already about $100 million in revenue a month. We're talking about 1.2 billion in a year, right? So to think of $300 million as the value of our music industry, to me, it's far under. And when you include the entertainment industry in general, it's far undervalued. We will get there and you'll see the money.
The decision to start an awards had been on the offing for a while, but became paramount after other international gatekeepers began to take advantage of the lack of local structure of exploitation in Africa.
This awards was something that Olivier and I started talking about 5 years ago, right? And at the time we were looking at it and saying, look, we've really been in this, this entertainment business. We've been part of the rise of Afrobeats, Amapiano, all of the stuff. We need to do an awards. So I carried my laptop, I carried my phone, I started hustling, and we met so many possibilities. But to get it right, we were patient. And finally, the package that we put together to do the awards this year in a few weeks came together late last year, right? And that was, we felt it was important that we have government support. And, although I'm a Nigerian and I hope that our government will, will be able to find also the right type of ways to work together, we ended up selecting the government of Rwanda to host. I think what African governments can do to support and help propel the creative industry in general are just a few very simple things. The first thing is protection of intellectual property, right? The IP that the entertainment industry produces on a daily basis, songs, the lyrics, movie ideas, books, whatever, there's value in that. And it needs to be strongly and aggressively protected, because that's how you extract the value in it, right? I know sometimes I'll be watching YouTube or watching whatever and see an ad for, and I'm not blaming these guys, but you see an ad for a small business and they've used an artist's song and they haven't paid for it. Come on, it's not right. So the intellectual property is the first and should be the major destination of governments. Secondly, and this is really about working with the private sector, because frankly, where this economy is now, this creative economy has nothing to do with government. So they should recognize what the industry has done and pick up on it. There's no shame in that. It's good. It's good to see something good and say, okay, how do I help make this thing better? So that's where government should step in. I see a lot of governments, including our very proud government here in Nigeria, starting to do that. I mean, my brother Tony Subai is working very closely with the new administration, and not only Tony, but so many others who can bring, well, I mean, I'm even leaving Sheyi Tinubu himself, you know, and so many others who know about the industry, and by bringing those people closer into government, not just in Nigeria, but across the continent, you know, we stand a chance of that second improvement, which is supporting the economy. And the one of those places is the second part of intellectual property protection is being able to support the extraction of value through royalty collections, setting in place some very simple laws of, you know, banning play and usage of intellectual property for free. Funny, some people get shocked when I say it. I put it very simply, and I hope it won't offend our viewers, but, you know, Trace and all the music videos that you see everywhere, there's a lot of booty and boobs and babes and, you know, all of that. And that's a fact, part of life. But first of all, we have a special award category that's dedicated to an artist or a celebrity who's used their celebrity to have an impact. Because we hope to generate, to encourage more of them to do that. Some do a lot, but some don't do anything. So get up and use that thing. You should be feeling blessed about what you've achieved as an artist and what the audience has given you. Give something back.
The 2023 Trace Music Awards will hold in Kigali, Rwanda on October 21st.
Changing my life.